Hello and welcome back to Miss B's Plan B. It's lovely to see you. I hope that you're well. Today we are continuing with our theme of learning about birds. In particular, we're going to be looking at the name of some common garden birds and also working on developing some skills we need to be really good at bird watching. One thing I must just say before continuing is because of government guidelines at the moment, this is an activity that can be done from home or your garden if you've got one. But hopefully once the restrictions are lifted, it's something you can do in your local park or woodland. So what we're going to do next is I want you to think about what skills do you think it's important to have to be really good at bird watching. Have a think. What skills do you need to be good at watching birds? I reckon you've thought of them. We have to be really good at looking. We need to be really good at listening, and we need to be really good at just being still and quiet. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice each of those skills so that we develop them, and then we can put them into practice at the end by actually going out and looking for some birds. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to work on looking, and we're going to play a little game called Owl Eyes. Now, I don't know if you know this, but owls have eyes that are fixed in their head, so they only face in one direction, which is why owls have amazing necks and they can actually swivel their head around 270 degrees, so 3/4 of a circle, so that they can see all around them. Okay, whereas you can test this, we can move our eyes from left to right. Okay, owls just have their eyes fixed. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little activity where we're actually going to be developing what we call our peripheral vision. So this is our ability to see not where we're looking but around us. And what we find is these days most of us spend a lot of time on things like looking at screens or reading and doing things close up. And because of this, our peripheral vision isn't as good. And what we can do is we can play a little game, okay, called Owl Eyes, just to develop our peripheral vision, and the more you play it, the better your peripheral vision will get. Okay, it's good exercise for your eyes, and this is what we do. So if you get your hands, okay, wiggle your fingers, and what I want you to do is stretch your arms out, and I want you to move your arms, so I'll show you as best I can with the screen, and you're going to have your arms out either side of you, and you're going to keep wiggling your fingers, okay, and keeping your eyes fixed in front until you can't see your fingers wiggling anymore, okay? And that's where your peripheral vision ends. But the more you do it, okay, you will get more aware of what's happening around you. So it's amazing to actually think, you know, you're facing forwards, but my fingers are wiggling to the sides and I can see them even though my eyes are fixed forwards. And if you develop that, that will mean when you go out bird spotting or looking for other wildlife, you are more likely to spot it really quickly. So that's a fun little game you can play at home. Another thing we can do is we're going to play another game, and this one's called Deer Ears. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a picture of a deer, and I want you to tell me, what do you notice about the deer's ears? Here we go. What did you notice? I reckon lots of you said that they're very big, okay, and pointy, and they actually move, okay, in the direction where the sound is coming from. And we can play a little game called Deer Ears where you can cup your hands, place them firmly against your head, and you will notice that because sound travels in waves, when you have your hands cupped around your ears, okay, there's a larger surface area to catch the sound waves and then funnel them into your ear, and it actually amplifies sounds. And you can try that. You can get someone to make a noise, okay, compare it with no hands and just normal, and then cup your hands around your ears and see how it amplifies the sounds. Okay, so that's a really interesting thing you can do just to see the difference. And you might like to do that when you're out spotting the birds, see the difference it makes by cupping your hands around your ears, how much clearer it makes the bird sound. Another thing you might want to do is you could do a little map, and I just did a bird's eye view, so looking down, of my garden, and then I've made it into a sound map. So what I did was I just drew roughly, so I've got fences here, these are looking at shrubs and trees from above, I've got some paving here, and what I did was I marked with an X where I heard different sounds coming from, and then I created a key up here showing which bird I thought it was. Okay, I have actually spent quite a lot of time listening to different birds. You can do this on the Rspb website, so I could identify them, but until you know what the bird calls are, you might just like to mark where the sounds are coming from. And then you could even do different colours for different birds if you know the different birds, or otherwise you might like to do it at different points in the year and see if the sounds are coming from different places throughout the year or always the same place. It just will be an interesting map of where the sounds come from. So that's another idea you might want to do. What we're going to do next, also to develop your hearing, is we're going to play a quiz. So you're going to be listening very carefully because I have got some bird songs for you to listen to, and also you need to be listening very carefully to the bird clues that I give you. So what we're going to do, so that you're ready for it, I'm going to play some game show music to get us into the mood, ready for our quiz. In that time, I would like you to quickly grab a pencil and paper, or pencil and pen, if you've got it handy, ready for our quiz. So quickly get ready, quick. You can have a little dance to the music if you want to. Get them in the spirit, have a little shake. Get ready, you can pause it if you need a bit longer. And time for our quiz. So here we go. Good luck. And here we go for bird number one. Okay. My high-pitched song can sound mournful in winter, but bright and cheery in spring. My high-pitched song can sound mournful in winter, but bright and cheery in spring. Let's have a listen to bird number one's bird song. Here we go. Interesting. Some of you may have some clues already, but it is quite tricky to identify birds by their sound unless you've practiced it before. So the clues are going to get easier, so get ready. Next clue, I'm about 14 centimetres in length. Okay, 14 centimetres in length. So it's quite a small bird. Any ideas? Write it down if you have. Next clue, despite my cute looking appearance, I am a territorial bird and can be quite aggressive, and am quick to drive away intruders. Can you think of a very territorial bird? Can be quite aggressive, but it does look cute. Any ideas? Write it down if you have. Here's a clue, you may give it away for you. I am often known as the gardener's best friend. I'm often known as the gardener's best friend. Biggest clue of all coming up now. If you haven't got it, I'm sure you'll get it on this one. I often feature on Christmas cards, and I have a red breast. What am I? Well done if you said a robin, and here is a picture of a robin. Now ready for bird two. I make a noisy chattering sound. Here's the clip. Next clue. I am between 44 and 46 centimetres long, so bigger than the last bird. I am between 44 and 46 centimetres long. Any ideas? I am an omnivore and a scavenger. I am an omnivore and a scavenger. People think of me as being black and white, but when you look closely at my feathers, you will see a purplish blue iridescent sheen to my wing feathers and a green gloss to my tail. There's a big clue there. What bird am I? Well done, it is a magpie, and here is a picture of a magpie. On to our final bird, so bird number 3. I love to sing. My 2-syllable song can sound like teacher, teacher, teacher. Let's have a little listen. Here's bird number 3. Any ideas? It's quite a tough one, this one. I am about 14 centimetres in length. It's a quite small bird. I have a black cap and white cheeks. That's quite a big clue. A black cap and white cheeks. I have a yellow breast with a black line down the centre. A yellow breast with a black line down the centre. What am I? Well done if you said a great tit, not to be confused with a blue tit, which is a slightly smaller and has the blue cap. So here is a picture of a great tit. So I hope you enjoyed that. What we're going to end with is, remember, it's really important to be still and quiet whilst bird watching. So we're just going to end with our meditation. And what I'd like you to do is, remember last time we did it, we breathed in through our nose and out through our mouth, trying to make sure that the exhale is longer to get rid of all that stale air. Today we're going to imagine that when we inhale, we're imagining sniffing a beautiful flower, and then when we exhale, I want you to imagine it's the seeds of a dandelion and you want to spread them as far as possible, so you're going to really blow them out. And during that time I'm going to play some bird song for you to listen to and see if you can identify any of the birds. So here we go. 1 minute. Ready? You might want to close your eyes just to help you really relax and to be still and quiet. Here we go. Open your eyes and just think how you feel after that really calming, deep breathing in and out. So that's a really helpful thing you can do just to help you tune into your surroundings and relax. And if you've enjoyed developing those skills, what you might like to do is take part in the Rspb's Big Garden Birdwatch happening at the end of January, so between the 29th and the 31st of January, and you can do this from your garden or your window if you haven't got a garden. And what they want you to do is just to spend 1 hour looking out and making a note of all the different bird species that visit your garden. And all the information for that can be found online, and then you can submit your results online as well. So that's a really fun thing you can do with your family as well, because they can help with identifying the birds, and you can check that you all agree it's the same one, because it does take a while to actually learn to identify the different species. So I hope you have lots of fun with those different activities, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Goodbye.